So you guys may be wondering, okay, what in the world is this we're saying right now? Well, you're looking at chapter 12 of One Piece titled The Dog. Make sure to like, subscribe for more daily content like this. So yeah, so basically the first thing you're seeing is the cover page where it's Zoro, Luffy, and Nami all in that order, all with their weapons out. Zoro with his blades, Nami with her bow staff, and Luffy with his hands. And below hang, you just kind of see like a close-up shot of all their faces. Pretty interesting cover page, and even that it being a title also doubles the image double as it makes it even better. So that's why I'm using it for the first page. So continuing on from where we left off, basically Buggy's yelling, "We're the Buggy crew. Under our flag, we're known for our raids all over the world." And he's like, what did it do to be locked down upon three common thieves?" And his crewmates yelling, "No, it would not." And Buggy's like, "I can't hear you." And they're like, "No, it would not." Also, you hear, "Shut up!" By Buggy yelling, "We have to teach those people just how scary it is to make a whole pirate crew their enemy. Okay, let the beast show begins." And then we have one of the crew members from like the last one of the last sighting, like two drives ago when Buggy was introduced, and you saw like the two people behind him. So you see one of them. It's the one that was wearing like the white kind of like fur coat and like the white kind of hat. He kind of comes out, and his crewmates are going, "Woo, it's Vice Captain Monji." And then you hear the title card saying underneath, "Beast Pirate Crew's Vice Captain, Beast Trainer, Monji." And Monji just going, "Did you call me Captain Buggy?" And then another grimmer saying, is Vice Captain Moji's Beast Show. So, Moji's character, he's a beast tamer. He's riding on top of a lion. Scary looking lion, and he's just riding on top of it like it's no big deal. He is a vice captain, as the narrator kind of like says. So, Moji kind of says, "May I have the honor to take Roronoa's head?" And Buggy says, "Do whatever you want." So then it cuts into the city whereas like Zoro saying, "We're now quite far away from the pub. They won't be able to catch up with us immediately now." And then he kind of says, "We have escaped for now, but this cage is starting to annoy me." And Luffy's like, "Yeah, if this thing doesn't open, I won't be able to fight all those bad guys as they come." And Zoro just kind of collapses, saying, "This is it. I don't have enough blood. I can't walk any longer." And Zoro kind of lays like face down to where his right side is like his right ear is hitting like the floor and his left side's up. And he kind of looks up to the left. He just sees like this dog just chilling there. And then Zoro's like, "What's with this dog?" And he's like, "Dog." Luffy's like, "Hey, dog. Hey, it's a dog." And Luffy's like, "What is this? Is it really a dog?" He's like, "Hey, look, Zoro. This dog isn't moving at all." And Zoro's like, "Whatever. What it what it does is up to the dog. Right now, we got to think of a way to get out of this cage." And Zoro's also kind of like bleeding as well to this. And Luffy kind of pokes the dog, saying, "I wonder if it's dead." And then Luffy pokes it, and the dog kind of bites him. So, just a quick little bit of like Japanese history. So, this dog is actually based off the statue of Hachiko. And in it, basically, a dog basically is like his owner kind of left to kind of go to work, and the dog is just kind of like sitting there, and the owner never returns. He died. So the dog stands there for basically for the rest of his life. People come up to it, play with it, and give it food, but it stands there waiting for his owner until this day. He even has a statue. The dog even has a statue dedicated to it in Shibuya. So this is what this dog is based off of. Nice little bit of Japanese history. And in this version, he is not dead nor a statue. He is quite frankly alive. And Luffy kind of goes after getting bit, "You stupid dog! What the hell do you think you're doing?" And Dog's just going, "Woof woof." And Zoro's like, "You idiot! Do you even know the seriousness of the situation here?" And then both of them, Luffy and Zoro, are just tired, and Luffy goes, "Stupid dog." And then Zoro's like, "Damn it! I don't have enough blood." As the dog just returns to just standing there guarding the store. And then Nami appears saying, "You two, what on earth are you guys doing? If you just lie around here in the middle of the street, Buggy will definitely find you." And they both kind of go, "Hey, Navigator." And they're like, "Says who?" And Nami just says, "I just came to repay my debt to you because you saved my life back there." And they're like, "Repay?" Luffy kind of looks and goes, "Huh." as Nami threw down the key. And Luffy's like, the key! You stole the cage key! And Nami kind of says, yeah, even if I think to myself it was a really dumb thing to do, because of that, I couldn't steal any of the treasure. So I just kind of like rolls her eyes and lets them sigh. And Luffy's just gonna go, yes! I was wondering how I could get out of this thing. The other guy goes, heh. So the trouble we took running away paid off in the end. And then Luffy goes to like reach for it, but the dog walked up, grabbed the key, swallowed it, and then just looks like straight face still. And then this leaves Nami, Luffy, and Zoro shocked. And then Luffy begins to choke at the dog, yelling, "You stupid dog! Spit it out! That thing you just swallowed isn't food!" And also Luffy and the dog are just brawling, and all of a sudden you hear, "Woof woof!" And Luffy's just going, "Damn!" And then all of a sudden you see a guy popped up. He's saying, "Oi, you people! Don't do anything to the Shoo Shoo." That is the dog's name. That's the name Shoo Shoo. And it's like this very old looking man that has like white hair. Kind of gives off like a poodle kind of vibe, which is actually kind of funny because the narrator says this is the village chief, Boodle. I'm not joking. That is his name, Boodle. And then all of a sudden Luffy just kind of goes, "Shoo Shoo," and then Zoro kind of goes, "Who are you, Mister?" And then Boodle's like, "I'm the village leader," or in other words, the chief. And then it kind of cuts away a little bit to the clouds as you see like Boodle basically like helped him out, and Luffy's asking how's Zoro, and Boodle's saying, "I left him to sleep in my house since it's just next door, even though I told him that there's a doctor at the shelter." And then like you see Zoro just kind of like going to sleep on top of a bed, and then Boodle continues saying he won't listen and say that it'll get better after sleeping, even though it's an enormous injury. And then like Luffy kind of asks, "Is this dog named Shoo Shoo?" And Boodle's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What is he doing here?" And then Boodle says, "He's guarding the store. I just came to give him some food." "Ah, you're right. Now I'm looking carefully. It is a store. I see it's a pet food store." This is what Nami's saying. And Boodle continues saying, "The owner of this place is my friend. And 10 years ago, he opened the store with Shoo Shoo. The precious store is filled with cherished memories of the two, although I like it too." And then, like, it's a flashback where you see the friend going, "Listen, when I'm not here, you're the owner. Don't eat our stock." And Shoo Shoo's going, "Wolf." And then Boodle's saying, "Look at these wounds. They're definitely from fighting with those pirates and protecting the store." And Anakin goes, "But then, no matter how precious it is, what kind of thing is making a dog guard a store with pirates as the enemy? The store owner is with the other people at the shelter, right?" And he's like, "No, that guy, he's already gone to the next world because of his sickness." And Luffy just kind of like picks up on it and is kind of like shocked by it. So yeah, no, so they're basically going like one for one with the comparison of Shushu and Hagi Hachiko. Hachiko. So I think you pronounce it correctly. But yeah, these are basically a one to one comparison. And then Bulgajan saying 3 months ago he was hospitalized, and then while I'm in the hospital, and then cat cuts to the man saying, "While I'm in the hospital, you look after the store, Shushu," and Shushu's going, "Wolf." Then now I'm just saying, then could it be that that dog's continuing? And Budo says, "Just waiting for his owner to return." That's what everyone says, but I see it in a different way, as he kind of lets out like the smoke from his pipe. And then he kind of continues, Shushu, since Shushu's an intelligent dog, he knows that his owner's already passed away. Movie kind of thinks. Then I would just ask, then why still guard the store? And Boodle's like, honestly, the store is a treasure to Shushu. And then he continues saying he loved his owner so much, and since this is the only property left by the owner, I think he'll continue to guard this store. And then Boodle says, it's an unbearable thing. I tried to take him into the shelter a few times, but he won't take a step away from this place. If I just left him here, I think that he'd stay until he starved to death. And I just kind of like, thanks. And you just hear a roar in the distance, like basically just interrupting this entirely wholesome moment of like basically this dog being absolutely the goodest of boys. Even I was like, eh. And then I was like, what is it? That roaring noise. And then Boo was like, that is that guy, the Beast Tamer Emoji. Luffy kind of thinks, oi, now something's coming up. And then Luffy's like, give me the key, you little thing. And then and Shushu's like, wolf. As Nami and the mayor, Nami and Budo go and run away. And then Moji just popped up with his line and says, well, I found one guy. And he kind of introduced himself to Luffy saying, I am Buggy's pirate crew member, the beast trainer, Homonji. And then he goes, ho ho ho, so the people you with just ditched you. Poor thing. He tried so hard to run away. And Moji connected. Captain Buggy is pretty mad. You guys have committed a pretty serious crime as like the lions just kind of go around going grr. And then Luffy just kind of looks up at him and says, what's that weird hood you're wearing? And Moji's like, what? And he's like, you idiot. Watch what you're saying. This is my hair. Yeah, no, that's his hair. He basically styled his hair like that, which is kind of crazy. Kind of funny, but still kind of crazy. And then Luffy just kind of goes, that just makes it even weirder. And he's like, shut up. And he's like, you're in the cage, so don't you know how scared I am? And then you just see it this and like Nami and Boodle just like looking at from the corner. And Nami saying, that guy, he wants to die, doesn't he? And Boodle's like, that idiot. And then Moji's saying, I'm telling you, there's no animal in this world that won't obey me. And he points at Shushu. He's like, that includes that dog over there. And then he kind of goes, shake a paw. And then Shushu just goes, bite. And he yells, ah. And he's like, and then he just kind of cuts him back to sitting there, which pretty funny scene. And he just kind of goes, you're just a nameless common thief. You gave up on the dog. This is what Luffy's asking him. Because even he's just like, And then Emoji is just kind of like, I have no reason not to kill you. Tell me where Roronoa is. And his line just kind of goes, grr. And Luffy's just kind of like, I don't want to. And then Emoji just kind of yells, kill him, Richie. That's the lion's name. The lion's name is Richie. And Richie just tears through the cage like it's nothing as he tries to get to Luffy. And even Nami's like, the steel cage. Yeah, this lion's trying not to break through steel. And even the Boodle's like, crap, that kid's gonna die. But Luffy just dodges out the way. He just kind of goes, this cage is finally open. As like Luffy just kind of like gets like flung back by the lion as he just kind of hits a building. And then even Richie's going roar. And then Richie and Emoji kind of approaches. And then Emoji is just kind of like, that was instantaneous. He talks back to me and that's what he gets. Okay, Richie, let's go find Roronoa. Because if I kill him, I'll earn an even better reputation. And then Richie's just kind of like growing. And all of a sudden, Emoji's like, what's up? And Emoji's just like, look at that. It's a pet food store. He's like, goodness, Richie, hurry up and finish your meal. And then just grr. And then Shushu and Richie are just going at it, just grr. And then Luffy just kind of wakes up from shock and says, what a shock. I ended up all the way here at the other side. And Luffy just kind of goes, but now I'm out of that stuffy cage. Okay, from now on, after I get rid of those people, I'm going to make Nami the thief my navigator. End of chapter. So, overall, pretty good chapter. I kind of like the fact they're actually like incorporating like real world stuff into this, specifically with Shushu and Hachika. Because maybe not a lot of people know about it, and of course, it's just like, this is like America is like a stretch to the States. Not a lot of people from the States would know, like, oh, hey, this is what this dog's supposed to represent. But I think it's a pretty cool touch. I like the details of it. And plus, the chapter's pretty good. We get to meet like another enemy that Straw has to deal with that's aligned with Buggy. I like the little detail at the end where even Luffy just kind of makes his mind saying, yeah, he's going to have Nami be like his next crew member. Also, like the cover page. I really enjoy the cover page. And I also kind of like the fact how Nami's more like, being more like, not like shifting mindsets, but being more like open to the possibility where there is more like friendlier pirates. That can be a thing. And I kind of like those details. But yeah, as I said before, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the TikTok description where I'll post random topics and I yap about it. TikTok is APBeans too. Also check out the description. So yeah, no. This is me signing out. Later, everyone.